Speaker. Mr. Speaker, as the House uses what little legislative time is left in the year to sue the President, I'm reminded of what Benjamin Disraeli once said: how much easier it is to be critical than to be correct. That's the reason why the American public thinks that the lawsuit against the President of the United States is a political stunt, because it is a political stunt. The majority argues that the President's executive action gives them no choice but to sue the President, that it's the legislative branch's job to defend against the executive branch's supposed overreaches. But I'll tell you what the job of the legislature is. The job of the legislature is to pass legislation. For 112 Congresses before this one, the fight over the separation of powers has endured, with each Congress before us using the powers allocated to it in our Constitution to pass legislation to counter the actions of the President. It's not a unique idea. You don't like the job the President is doing? Well, then let's do our job. You don't like the President's policy? Well, then let's enact some policies of our own. Rather than litigating, we should be legislating. My colleagues on the other side of the aisle have been so busy trying to prevent the President from doing his job, they have forgotten to do their own. For years, their #1 legislative priority was making President Obama a one-term president, to discredit him, to delegitimize him. Time and time again, with every issue, from extending unemployment insurance to comprehensive immigration reform, climate change, to name a few, this Congress has punted the ball. Instead of finding the courage to tackle the tough issues the American people are begging us to take on, we have retreated. For many issues, we even refuse to allow a simple up or down vote on the floor. We're afraid that if we actually allowed a vote, we might actually pass something. This Congress makes Truman's do-nothing Congress seem down. No wonder why our approval numbers are so low. It's ironic that a Congress that refuses to get anything done has the audacity to accuse the President of getting too much done. The President isn't taking our power away from us. We have abdicated it to him. Since George Washington, our presidents have used executive actions to get things done. Yet the majority argues that this President is the exception to the rule. President Obama may be the exception, but not in the way that they think. Out of the last 10 presidents, President Obama has signed the least number of executive orders on the average per year. So far, the President has even signed half as many as President Reagan did. Yet despite this, let's remember what the President has been able to accomplish over the last 6 years. President Obama brought our economy back from the brink of depression, lowering unemployment from 10% in 2009 to 6.1% today. We've had 52 straight months of private sector job growth, with the last month being the 5th month in a row of adding 200,000 jobs or more to the economy. The President passed health care reform, achieving what every president since Teddy Roosevelt has tried and failed to do. Now millions of Americans who were previously barred from health insurance coverage because of pre-existing conditions or because they simply could not afford it can access the care they desperately need. And the President has taken unprecedented action to protect our environment. He's proposed the toughest fuel economy standards for passenger vehicles in U.S. history, put a plan in place to cut carbon pollution from new and existing power plants, and significantly increase production of renewable energy. In 6 years, President Obama has accomplished more than many who have come before him, despite a do-nothing Congress whose stated mission has been obstruction. Mr. Speaker, Malcolm X used to say that if you have no critics, you likely have no successes. The intent of the majority's lawsuit may be to spotlight the President's critics, but I'm confident that what it will actually do is prove his successes. Thank you, and I yield back.
The gentleman yields back.